Hi, my name is Michael Akindele. You are here on the showcase. Today we're going to be talking about the topic, Think Big, Start Small. And I'm also joined today with...
Sheyu Lusoya.
And Dotsun Olatero Olagbegi.
Okay. So we're talking about the topic, Think Big, Start Small. So lots of people have great visions to take over the world, big ideas, but it's very important to start small. So in taking that concept, how have you guys, sort of implemented on Think Big, Start Small?
For me, I think that's probably the story I have. That's my story. I started very small. I had no investment from anybody. I came back with one projector, and at the time, I think I had the idea was to project images on buildings in Nigeria. I came to Nigeria on holiday, and I really thought billboards weren't lit at night, and I thought, how about projecting adverts on buildings? So I spent, I think, 2 years before I moved back, this was in 2010, exploring the possibilities of bringing this technology to Nigeria. And the initial idea was to start doing video, but video was too expensive. I couldn't afford it, so I ended up trying to do static images as well. But I came back, I initially used my commission from work, and I bought one demo projector. I think at that time I was not really happy with my, doing the 9 to 5, and I thought I needed to do something that would, empower me and give me, enough drive to do something that I really believed in. So I kind of decided to move back to Nigeria, where I thought it's a very difficult market. It's tough in Nigeria, and I moved back with one projector and just started selling and preaching the gospel about my business. And 5 years from now, like I said, we never got any investment from anybody. 5 years now, we have a lot of assets and big projectors and big systems that most companies would have probably spent time taking loans and everything. So I have no debt to anybody based on the facts. So I started small, believed in myself, and here I am.
Once upon a destination. That sounds like a big concept in itself.
It is.
How did you start small?
Well, I started about 13 years ago, not as once upon a destination. I remember working in the IT industry, doing the job that I did, fairly comfortable in the job, but didn't get any job satisfaction from it. And I knew I was quite good with pulling people together. I'm a people person. I'm also quite creative as well. So I decided I was going to do events management and sort of did a bit of research at the time, I'm talking like 13 years ago, where not a lot of people knew what an event manager actually did. But I knew from the get-go that I wanted events that would stand out. I wanted things that would sort of make an impression on people. If
you want something, you really have to go for it and not really back down on the fact that, you might be from Nigeria, they're in Poland, or they're in something as well. You have to ensure that you're engaging and showing people that you're really interested in carrying the business forward.
And I think a lot of people don't understand. There are businesses that are relatively successful today, and people think they probably just got a lucky break. I don't believe in luck. There are people who are literally, time and opportunity meets preparation. So if you spend a lot of time doing little things, they add up over time. And so if you look at that person that got their big break, you don't realize that person literally has spent countless number of hours. They've been doing sleepless nights. They've been going to, whether it's trade shows, trade fairs, they've been working, and all of a sudden they got a big opportunity, and they were in the right place at the right time, and they were able to capitalize on that opportunity. So when you think about, in today's context, the average 18 to 34-year-old, what advice would you give them in terms of how to start?
Okay. I think for me, one of the things that I always say I have a lot of people that I mentor, is that you need to first define who you are, what the company really is meant to represent, in terms of what your core values are. Do you want to be an integrous company? Do you want to be a happy, clappy company? Do you want a company with longevity? What is the vision that you have for yourself? And I think once you have that kind of clearly defined, it will change over time, but I think the core values would always remain. So for me, one of my core values is always that a client becomes a client for life. So we don't just do your wedding and we say bye-bye to you. And why would they remain a client for life? Because I've had that close interaction with them. I've had that, I've shown that I care.
Very important.
Very, very important. Weddings are very emotional experiences for people. So being there to sort of give them that particular attention, the care, and also doing an excellent job, being very professional in everything that I do. Those are the core things that whatever we do, whether we become a multi-million-dollar company or not, just be clear about who you want to be, whether big or small.
Passion. You have to be.
It goes a long way.
I can't stress how much my passion has gotten me when things are tough, when things were hard. I just believed in what I was trying to do, and you know, it got me through what I was doing. I just, you know, I think if you want to be successful, you have to believe in what you're selling. Really, no one's going to buy. If no one's going to buy into something you don't believe in. So you have to really believe in what you're selling, and also be willing to go the extra mile to research your industry.
Yeah. Okay. Just to summarize, first of all, set your objectives, have a benchmark. It's important to have a standard, and you have to be very, very passionate about what you do. If you go out, you do your research, ask for a lot of advice, and literally find a way to just start. I've mentioned the best way to start is literally just start. Once you start, along the way, you have to put in a lot of hours. You have to be very, very hardworking. You have to be very, very diligent. You have to do your research. And over time, as you spend more time under trying to sort of implement your business plan, and you're meeting more people, you're interacting with customers, with time, you learn to build a reputation. As you build a reputation, that will help carry you over time. And eventually people will start to refer you. If it's a service-based business or if it's a brand or a product, people generally will talk about your brand and your product and your service. So the best way to start, like I said, is to literally just start. Think big and think about how you can build your reputation over time, and you're in it for the long run. Thank you very much for joining us today on the showcase. And as we mentioned, think big and start small. All right, guys. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye.